you have decided to welcome the Broly National Spelling Bee into your school this year?
I've been in education for about 20 years, originally as a teacher. I started as an elementary school teacher, teaching 5th grade at the American School in Banjul in the Gambia. So we're very pleased to be in your beautiful city here, Douala, in your country, Cameroon. As far as hosting the spelling bee bees are an American tradition. They've been a tradition for over 100 years in the U.S. And the American School has been here for over 40 years. And we really want to just make sure we are able to welcome other educators from around the country to come to the American School. We want to make sure that we promote education because there's nothing more important in the world, we believe. So if we can work together with other schools from around the city and around the country to promote education and to promote values, it's quite important for us. And we feel very fortunate that we have this facility here. We have fantastic security that can host such a big event. We have an auditorium with 320 seats. And then we have a gymnasium where we hosted the spelling bee 2 years ago, which can fit over 1,000 contestants and guests. So we're quite blessed to have this facility and are happy to be able to open it up and offer it to others to help use and to collaborate so that we can promote education and promote the values of our school.
We're glad to have you, and you're here for the 8th edition of the spelling bee. Now, for the past 7 years or so, it was coordinated by the U.S. Embassy from 2014 to about 2016. And then after that, the U.S. Embassy gave us some training, and then they gave the project over to us. It was managed by CAMELTA at the time. CAMELTA is Cameroon English Language and Literature Teachers Association, whose president I am for the Littoral region. And so we tried to keep this project intact as we took it over from the U.S. Embassy. When the embassy financed the project, we had a very good time with them. But after they stopped financing it, it was difficult to carry it out. And so we came together as friends and teachers, and we decided that we cannot allow this contest to die. As a language teacher that I am, I'm very passionate about English language, and I'm very passionate about correct usage of English. And after we organized the spelling bee for some years, and we saw the impact that it had in the lives of the children who participated in it, we decided to keep it rolling. Now, we could not do it as big as the American Embassy used to, so we just came together and put some money together, got some gifts for the kids, got some schools involved, and then we had the spelling bee in 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2019. Now, in 2019, we went out for sponsorship. Of course, it's very, very difficult to get sponsorship, like, in our country. But we have not put our hands down. For 4 years, we've been going after sponsors. And last year, we went to Broly, and we explained the project to them. We met Madame Yamba, who's right here, and we told her about it. And she was kind of interested. But she wanted to see what the bee is really about. So last year they came in as a side sponsor. They gave us some gifts for the kids. They gave us some of their products. They gave us the cash prize for the winner, and it was fun. They equally gave the kids lunch. Now we went back again to them this year. We've been having meetings for the past 3 months, and I am pleased to announce to you that for the 2020 edition of the Spelling Bee, Broly is our patron sponsor. We are showcasing the milk. We decided that, okay, we can bring it in this year, and it's going to be the official drink of all the spellers who participate in the Spelling Bee. For the past 4 years, it's always been in one region because we had limited funds. So we carried the bee here in Douala, and we had a few schools that participated in the spelling bee. But because of the impact that it has had in the lives of children, we decided to take it to another region. And this year we're going to organize the very first inter-regional spelling bee. That means children in Douala are going to compete at their level, and children in Yaoundé are going to compete at their level as well. And now, the top 10 schools in the two regions will meet together in Douala for the first interregional finals that has ever taken place in the country. And the children who are coming from Yaoundé, we're going to take care of their transportation, their lodging, their feeding. They're going to come with their parents. So every speller will come with a parent, and they're going to be lodged in a hotel for 2 days. They will come on Friday, they will come eat on a Saturday, and then go back on a Sunday morning. So this is just a brief innovation that we have in the spelling bee this year.
The fresh! Banane!
Vanille!
Chocolat!
Broly, la passion de bien nourrir.
I'm also in a PhD program, and one of the choices that I had was to either write 100 pages of my thesis or create a project. And my project was to create my foundation, the Smiling Foundation. And I like the fact that he said Banjul, because that's where I started my few years. And I went to Banjul, and I saw there was no kids that was involved in breeding. And I went back and I said, why can't I just build libraries in Africa, in rural areas? At first, I went to Morocco, and it was a failure. And I realized that women wasn't part of reading. Men wasn't allowing women to read. And I thought at least 100 women to write their name, and they were so happy. I went to Nigeria, and I built 2 libraries. And I came to Cameroon, and I built 2 libraries. I met Mr. Khalid at the Nigerian mission. They had an event, and I proposed to many of them, because I brought a container full of books, and I offered them to come and just get the book. There is a word that they say, if you want to hide something to a black person, put it inside the book, and I think it's a lie. Our kids are educated, they know what they want, and if we properly show them the way, I think they are able to do it. And by using the spelling bee, we are teaching them perspective, to be focused in life. And I like the fact that he said promotion of education. By doing this, we promote education, and we let them know that by being educated, they have almost every door is open for them.
In my book, which is called 10 Principles of Public Speaking, I mentioned that reading is living, but speaking is existing. Because it's important to be able to express yourself, whatever age you are. 2 years, 3 years, and it's interesting how babies don't speak, but they can express themselves. We understand what they want, even before they speak. So but sometimes as we grow up, we tend to lose those skills, and we tend to think and never speak or express ourselves to the level at which we're supposed to do. So my intake today is really to be able to empower these kids, the participants, and understanding, the basics. It's not as complicated as they think. You don't have to be Barack Obama or Khaled to be able to speak. It's very simple principles. But thirdly, so that they can do the same for others tomorrow. And I think that if we are able to bring kids together at this age, teach them the basics, transmit them the basics of what it takes to be able to empower others. Because you can spell, but what do you do with that power? What's the point of speaking if you cannot empower other people? So it's important for them to understand that if we're doing it, it's not just because we want fun. It's not just because Caleb had nothing else to do. It's really because words have power, and if we use them properly, we can be able to build properly.
This year, the Russell Electronics is coming in to sponsor, to support the spelling bee, because the world is going digital, and so many of the kids that are taking part in the spelling bee, most often they use their smartphones or their phones in order to study. And we even have dictionaries, like the Webster, I think Merriam Dictionary, and that has the sounds to help the spellers in order to retain and be able to spell. So we believe that if we come in and support the spellers with electronics, it's going to put papers aside, and it will help them to have more opportunities. They can access different websites in order to get the correct pronunciation of the words that they're going to be using during the competition.
Nous avons accepté d'accompagner ce projet parce que c'est un projet noble. Nous avons voulu venir en support à la qualité de l'éducation et nous avons pensé qu'aujourd'hui l'anglais qui est une langue d'avenir, l'anglais c'est la langue du business, donc c'était presque normal pour nous d'accompagner ce apprentissage.
Sometimes definitions can be complicated because there are certain words in the definitions you don't understand. Now, since they have a better understanding of English, it enables them to understand their notes very well. The proof is a few of them they are doing extremely well. Like the winner of 2018 is the first in his class right up to now, so it's a huge impact, and it builds a lot of public speaking skills. Like they don't have problems with stage fright, actually talking to people.
The English standard has greatly increased. Mostly the younger one, the last, he speaks good English, and it has motivated me a lot. And I really want to encourage parents to do everything for their children to be part and parcel of this, because I came and found out that we thought we knew English, but we don't. There are some words I even learned for the first time because I was trying to train him. So it has increased the IQ of the child.
The Broly National Spelling Bee is a pedagogic contest that brings together children from national and international schools who compete at spelling English language vocabulary. Now this year we have brought in leadership skills, public speaking skills, and team building, because it's much more than just spelling words. It's also about building up the kids to learn how to work in a team and how to be good leaders tomorrow. So we have a bunch of sponsors who are coming in to facilitate talk with the children and help them in public speaking skills and team building.